Humor me for a second. What's one thing teachers could live without in the classroom? Oh, wait, 1 second. Hey, I'm in the middle of filming. Can I call you right back? Cool. I'll talk to you later. Now imagine that happening in the middle of class all day, with kids on average getting cell phones at 10 years old and social media easily accessible.
I actually got my first Instagram in elementary school.
Students clutching their smartphones is a fact of life in classrooms across America.
That was the battle for years, was no phones, no phones. Schools have lost that battle. You fight it constantly, you always fight, and you're always losing.
In school, people are on their phone like 24/7. You're always on like social media, Snapchat, Instagram. You're always on your phone. I can imagine for the teacher that's disrespectful, because students will always just be like this on their phone and everything.
State lawmaker Almira Suchi, a Democrat from Torrance, has written a bill to ban or at least restrict students' cell phones on campuses throughout California.
The bill itself requires school districts to restrict or prohibit the use of smartphones in their schools in their district. The Assembly member is very passionate about this issue. He really feels that the smartphones are detrimental to kids and to their mental health as well as their educational learning. So he's very concerned about how they affect the mental health of children. There's been studies that have found that they've increased anxiety and depression among kids, and that's one of his major concerns for not only his daughter but obviously all kids. And he feels that this is an issue that California needs to be concerned with and to look at further.
Do grade school and high school students really need their cell phones inside the classroom, especially when they are using it to interact with social media? An even bigger question looms. How are cell phones in class affecting their education and their emotions?
In my class, I feel like there are a solid 5 students that won't pay attention to the lecture or to the lesson and are always constantly on their phone.
I can say this as a parent and I can say this as a teacher. The parents have gotten so accustomed to that easy access to their children that they constantly call in class. So even though we have a rule of no phones in class, the kids have them, they get texts, they see that it's their parent, and now they're stuck with that position of, well, my mom's calling me, but Mr. Kirby says I can't have my phone, what do I do? And they raise their hand and ask, and I say no, and then it now becomes a back and forth. What if my mom needs me? It's like, well, you're not supposed to talk in class. So I would say maybe once or twice a period I have a parent call or text in the middle of the class when we go through that.
The rippling effects of having a phone are many. There's time cultivating follows with social media like Instagram, Facebook, or the latest fad, TikTok.
Me, I'm pretty, that's when the hunger really hits me. You're the
Come to the underground.
There's the time consumed with maintaining your appearance online. And there's the reality that, sadly, social media is populated by bullies. Parents, when was the last time you checked out what your kids are seeing these days?
A lot of kids get bullied. The popular people mess with this one kid so much, and it's so heartbreaking to see. There's like this app called TikTok. It's kind of like Vine in a way. They made an account for him and started posting stuff like that wasn't very nice.
One of my friends, I'm not gonna say her name, but she had like an Instagram page that was like for a fan account, and she was actually having other accounts make hate accounts about her, telling her like she was a bad person and just like really mean things. And like her friends had her back and like even got the Instagram deleted, but they just kept coming back. And her mom is actually a teacher.
In my own personal opinion, a lot of this is derived from the anonymity of social media. Kids at younger and younger ages are getting access to digital devices, which allows them to do things in complete anonymity that was not allowed when I was in school or when you were in school. The ability to hide behind a curtain and say you're ugly and your mother dresses you funny, or whatever version of that you want, and have nobody know where it comes from. I think there's a component of that, and again, I've read various sociology papers that validate that as a thesis.
We don't even know like till this day like who exactly it was. It was just a hate account.
After all the evidence I have showed you, do you still believe students should have their cell phones in class? Or do you believe it's time for change, a change that helps both students and teachers.